water broke at 23 weeks and 3 days. And I delivered Lyla the next day, 23 weeks and 4 days, at 1 pound, 2 ounces. I remember a couple days after her birth, they weighed her again and she was under a pound at one point. The day before I delivered, we were given the option to fight, and even though it was more than likely going to be a very long, hard, bumpy road, or to let go because of the chances of survival for her. And we decided, we actually talked with the doctor and decided to give it a few days and see how she does. And if she doesn't respond to the medicine, then we would then let her go. But she took to it right away. These are our wedding rings around Lila's wrist, and she's right around a month old at this point. She was just a hair over 2 pounds at this point.
This is the cuff for taking her blood pressure, and that fit around her thigh. So that's my pinky, and my pinky's almost too big.
The social workers at the hospital told us about the Ronald McDonald house because we lived out in Tumalo, which isn't that far from the hospital, but I couldn't leave Lyla whenever I had to leave her. It was really hard. I don't know what we would have done without the Ronald McDonald house, because I mean, we were here for 91 days. To me, the most comforting thing about being here at the Ronald McDonald house was knowing that I was literally like a hop, skip, and a jump away from Lyla. I mean, knowing that if I had a phone call from the doctors and the nurses, that we can be there in like a split second. And that was just, it helped us to sleep just that a little bit better at night, knowing that we were as close as we can be to her. For parents like us who were expecting to have this perfectly healthy pregnancy and all of a sudden our world is just turned upside down, without an amazing place like this, I mean, a lot of times you can't afford to stay in a hotel, and you know, you can't stay in some cases at the hospital all the time because you need to be able to get some sleep. So it makes healing so much easier for the children, not just for the children though, but for us parents, when we're able to actually get a decent night's sleep so that we can be there and be present for our children. I'm glad that we decided to fight because she's really healthy. And but I couldn't imagine if we didn't fight.